to the mud, the blood, the beer. 20 laps and one rider will be crowned the 1986 Rainier Supercross winner. And here we go. Is it going to be Ward? Is it going to be Bailey? Is it going to be Johnson? Well, they are set to go. You see the giant screen up there looking down and watching them rock back and forth. Number 6, Bailey. Number 2, Lachine. Number 20, Ricky Ryan. And there they pull back, and here we are set to go for the main. 20 laps. They're underway. It is Lachine, number 20 in front, with Johnny O'Mara second and number 5 Johnson third and Glover fourth.
Ricky Ryan.
Check that. That is Ryan in front. Thank you, Cosby. Ricky Ryan, number 20 in front.
He got 6 last week in San Diego. Larry, you might want to keep your eye on Ryan. He's a real up-and-comer. He just dropped the second, however, but he did have his best career Supercross finish last week in San Diego at 6th place, and he's really mixing it up with the leaders.
Johnny O'Mara out in front. Ricky Ryan running second. Then number 5, Johnson in third. Number 4, Glover in fourth. And here comes Ryan. He goes in front. Ricky Ryan, Randy Mamola's rider, says, I'm going to go for it. And Mamola is cheering him on. Johnson has gone to second. O'Mara third. Glover fourth. Then Bowen fifth. And Ward sixth. A privateer has never won an AMA Supercross. You may see history tonight. 19 laps to go, and Ricky Ryan is in control at this point. Cosby.
It looks like Ward's putting some heavy moves on Bowen, and he goes past Bowen and almost Glover in one fell swoop. In fact, he does, Larry. So Ward moves into 4th place right now.
And Glover takes it back and relegates Ward to 5th. It is Ricky Ryan in front, Ricky Johnson second, Johnny O third, Glover fourth, Ward 5th, Bones 6th, and then David Bailey in 7th. And Johnson's got Ryan. Ricky Johnson goes by Ricky Ryan. O'Mara third. But a lot can happen. We are in lap 3 of a 20-lap main event. Ricky Ryan holding on to third spot on the Kawasaki. They're all on production bikes, remember. Here goes Glover trying to go by Ricky Ryan for third. He's got him. Glover goes to third. Here's the lineup now. It is Ricky Johnson in front, Johnny O in second, then Brock Glover in third, then Jeff Ward in fourth, and David Bailey fifth.
Johnny's catching up to him. Larry, it looks like Johnny O'Mara is getting back on the gas, and he is moving in slightly on your leader, Ricky Johnson.
Johnson, number 5 in front, O'Mara second, number 3, then Glover, number 4 in third, number 1, Warren in fourth, and David Bailey, number 6 in 5th spot. And look at this. Johnson is about to lap Ron Lachine. And O'Mara, or rather Ward, goes by Glover. And Ward has gone to third. Jeff Ward, how close is he now to O'Mara?
Well, just 2 turns before, Larry, he was only a second. And right now it looks to be only 5 bike lanes. So let's keep our eyes glued on that battle for second.
They go over the Castro Canyon. It's still O'Mara, number 3, holding on to second. And Ward is reeling him in. They come up to the Honda Himalayas. And Ward's trying to go by. O'Mara down, chips and stays in front of him. I don't know how long he can do it, though, Cosmic.
I don't know either, and they're both in great shape, but Ward really needs those points to make up for that broken throttle cable in Anaheim.
Ricky Johnson in front, number 5, with the battle for second spot between O'Mara and Ward. We're in lap number 14 of a 20-lap Rainier Main. Ward goes to the inside. He's got second. And Ward passes in the tunnel. And now Jeff Ward has got to reel in Johnson. Johnson with an almost insurmountable lead. He is just not taking any chances at all, but riding very consistently and keeping that lead, keeping a very strong lead over Ward. Now Ward is in second, number 1. The final lap, and here's Ricky Johnson going for the gold. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, winning round 5 of the Nippon Denso Series, Ricky Johnson, Team Honda. And second place, number 1, Jeff Ward, Team Kawasaki. And finishing third, Johnny O'Mara, number 3. And look at this, Bailey barely holds on to 4th as Glover pushes him. Glover finishing in 5th spot.
Well, we should be ready momentarily. We're waiting for RJ, the magic man of motocross, and he's working his way toward the victory rostrum, Larry. And I'll tell you what, he made good a prediction, and he's very, very happy. He's all thumbs up and grinding those hands, and the man is pumped. RJ, tell me about it.
Oh, man, couldn't feel better, man. After last night doing such a stupid race, letting Jeff beat me this time, I got my out in front. I rode my own race like I said I could. And he had no prayer. He wasn't even in sight.
No, he wasn't. There was no one inside. He moved into the number 2 position, but by the time he did, you were long gone.
That's right, Larry. By the time he got into second, I had a pretty good lead on him, but I didn't let up. I wasn't watching him. I was watching my own lines, and I pulled away from him, and I was watching him like I was watching last night, but watching with a sort of an anger instead of a worry. I was more mad. I was saying, ain't no way I'm going to let you catch me in. He didn't.
It's got to be tough. You know, with a lead that size, you're way out in front. It's got to be tough to not let up just a little bit.
Yeah, but that's what I did last night, and he beat me. And I was humiliated, embarrassed. I felt like a turd. But tonight...
You're not allowed to say that.
Turd's okay. You can't. I felt really bad. You know, I let my sponsors down. I let my friends and my fans down up here. And I made it up for them tonight. I said I'd get those 3 points back, and I got them back.
Rick, we have to go back a number of years, and I'm talking about the days when Bob Hanna dominated Supercross, to find anything like what you've been doing. We've had 5 rounds run, and you have just virtually annihilated the competition in every race, although you've not won every one.
Right. That's true, Larry. I've done really good in the races, you know, and I've been pretty much the strongest rider out there, but you know, luck doesn't always pay off. And back when Bob was dominating the sport, he was the up-and-coming kid, and he was the first one to really jump double jumps and really let it hang out. Now you got a lot of people that do that, and a lot of people that train like Jeff Ward and Johnny O'Mara and David Bailey and Brock Glover and I. And so it's any man's race any given weekend, but it was my night tonight.
How about a shot up here for Wardy? Jeff Ward, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, by the time you got free of traffic, you were just a little bit too late on this one.
Yeah, I didn't get a good start, and I was kind of banging around back there, bowling, and just having a lot of problems. Wasn't riding smooth at all. And then maybe lap 7 or 8, when I got up to Johnny, I caught my foot in a hole and it cramped the back of my thigh, and I just couldn't get my leg out in the turn. So kept it locking up, and I couldn't get it back out straight. So I really was hurting. I was just riding around. I just felt terrible.
We couldn't really understand because it looked like in the first part of the race, of course, you had all that traffic and you needed to get through that. And then when you were free, most of them, you weren't charging. You weren't riding so aggressive, but late in the race, all of a sudden it was like someone threw a switch.
Yeah, that's what it did. It just locked back, and I couldn't, it's like, a cramp, and you just can't get it straight. So I just couldn't put my leg out. So I just had to keep it on the peg, and it just didn't help at all.
In America, we all count, and the 2020 census is how that promise is kept. It informs where billions in funding will be spent on programs that touch us all. Shape your future. Start here. Complete the census at 2020census.gov.
when the difference
between winning and losing
is measured in milliseconds.
Everything counts.
The Alienware Legendary Battle Station.